It's not clickbait. I really am selling my iPhone 12. Alright, so you probably guessed it, but today we're going to be talking about why I am downgrading from my iPhone 12. Why am I downgrading? What am I downgrading to? Going to cover all of that, and for good reason. Alright, so as some of you may know, I bought the iPhone 12 pretty much as soon as it was released. I got it on the Monday after it was released, and honestly, this is one of the first Apple products where I've actually tried to get it on release. I know there was just an Apple event, and I didn't buy anything, not even the AirTags. So realistically, I'm not really one for buying things on release. But I wanted it to be different with the iPhone 12. I wanted to get one as soon as possible. And some of you may even remember the massive treasure hunt I went on to try to get this phone. I spent all day looking for it the Saturday it was released. Eventually got one, and this became my daily driver. Now, as some of you may know, up until this point, I never used a brand new iPhone as my main phone. I mean, yeah, I did use the iPhone 11, but that was mostly for review purposes. But this was the first daily driver brand new iPhone. So, what did I think of it? Well, if you want to know the answer to that, you can watch my review of it up there. But there have been a few things that haven't been working so well for me. Starting out with the size. Now, I know a 6-inch phone really isn't that big nowadays, but this is still the biggest phone I've ever used as a daily driver. There's a Pro Max that's bigger than this thing. I can't imagine using that. Now, initially, I didn't really think this was going to be a big deal. I mean, I really like the new squared off design, and the squared off design made it much more grippy. So I thought this would kind of compensate for the bigger size. And for a while, I'm not gonna lie, it did. But then I started using the iPhone 11 Pro, and oh man. Honestly, I just wish this thing was the same size. And while it is definitively lighter than the iPhone 11, the sheer size of this thing in comparison to my hands and my pockets really doesn't make it the best user experience for me. It certainly doesn't make it the worst either. But as someone who's been downsizing everything from my camera setup to my computer setup recently, using a phone that still feels slightly too big for me, probably not a smart move. Speaking of downsizing, I want to introduce today's sponsor. So this video is once again sponsored by the lovely people over at the Ridge Wallet. They make these awesome looking minimalist durable wallets, and despite this nice minimalist side, you still have room for up to 12 cards plus cash. Now this either comes in the form of a cash strap or a cash clip, and to prove that this actually can carry some cash, I'm gonna put $1,000 in Great British quids in this cash strap. There you go. That kind of defeats the point a little bit, but I mean, it shows it's durable. Other nice things about the Ridge Wallet are the variety of designs. I mean, there are over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and my personal favorite, burnt titanium. I love how this thing looks. And also, because of this durability, there is a lifetime warranty with every single Ridge Wallet. If you're interested in getting one of these wallets for yourself, then you can use my link to get 10% off. Alternatively, you can use code BUB at checkout. Once again, thank you to the Ridge Wallet for sponsoring this video. It's sponsors like these that help me keep making videos. So yeah, thank you. Anyway, back to the video. All right, I did need to pop out quickly because I am out of coffee. Okay, so that shop just opened. It's nice to have a local shop that actually sells really good quality coffee. Definitely gonna be going back there. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, so another reason why I do plan to switch away from the iPhone 12 is simply because it's kind of distracting. Going back to that screen size thing I was talking about earlier, having such a big, bright, glowing screen staring up at you when you're trying to get your work done, kind of distracting, especially if you keep it on your desk. Now, honestly, I usually keep my phone face down for this reason, but I have noticed my screen time consistently creeping up recently. Now, how much of this may be down to lockdowns, I don't know, but I think having a smaller screen will help me get less distracted by my phone, especially when I'm trying to work. Not to say I don't enjoy the screen on the iPhone 12, I mean, I definitely do. The brightness, the resolution, and even the size, especially when I'm watching videos, are all really nice additions to the phone. phone. In fact, the screen was one of the reasons why I initially liked the phone so much. I think it's about to get windy, so let's go do this next bit somewhere else. It's been raining or way too windy all day. I just want to finish this video. Not going to convert this to an inside video though. No, this is going to be an outside video. Honestly, I've missed making this type of video. Obviously, it's very difficult to in the winter, but I love making the outside techie videos in summer. Usually when it's not raining or way too windy. All right, so the next reason is simply because I don't like propelling the myth that you need the latest phone. I mean, a lot of my reviews have been of previous generation flagship phones. However, this is the first time where I've ever used the newest phone as my daily driver. And I've got to say, while I do enjoy it, seeing as so much of my content is about not needing the latest and greatest, I kind of think me using an iPhone 12 as my daily driver, honestly, I don't think that's the best idea. I mean, me having one around to test, fine, I suppose, but me using it as my daily driver, honestly, just seems a little bit weird. I mean, realistically, yes, there are phones that I like more than the iPhone 12. I mean, a month or so back, I tried out the iPhone 11 Pro and I liked that phone so much more. In fact, I was considering selling my iPhone 12 back then and just keeping the 11 Pro. But for some reason, I thought I'd need the latest phone around in order to make these reviews. I mean, yeah, having the latest around in order to make comparisons is useful, but I don't think it's essential. And that goes for anybody who wants to buy a phone. You do not need the latest and greatest. I mean, you might want it, and that's totally fine. You can go ahead and get that phone. But, as I said, I have preferred other phones over this iPhone 12. So me using it for the sake of it kinda seems pointless. Anyway, let's talk about the final and most important reason as to why I'm selling my iPhone 12. So the final reason as to why I decided to downgrade, and probably the most important, is simply because I've kinda got bored. One of the nice things about running this channel is that I do get to try out lots of cool new tech, and despite the fact that the iPhone 12 is certainly a really cool piece of tech, using it as my daily driver for months now, I've kinda got bored of it. Now, that's not to say I don't think it's an excellent phone, but as somebody who is lucky enough to try out lots of tech like I am, I find that in order to keep myself fresh, I do like to switch up my tech every now and then. And I think that seeing as I've had the iPhone 12 since October, I think it's definitely overdue that I try something else as my daily driver. So, what phone's that gonna be? Well, for the time being, I'm gonna be using the Samsung Galaxy S10. If you guys have seen my video on that, you'll know I really like that phone, but I'm actually thinking about switching to the iPhone 12 mini. It's still got a lot of the cool features that I really like from the iPhone 12, but it has a smaller screen, which is gonna be less distracting, it's gonna fit in my pocket better, and I wanted to try it for a while. I've just never been able to get my hands on it. So yeah, I think that's gonna be my next phone, but if you have any other suggestions, feel free to leave me a comment. I always enjoy reading those. As for now though, as always, thank you for watching. Remember to like the video if you want to see more content like this, then smash that subscribe button. I'm done for now, and I will see you guys in the next one.